One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. And the Red Raiders will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back looking for help. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. So Utah's offense takes the field for the first time today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go and be the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Proctor. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good three-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement. You create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
Got him downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Utes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Using the quick game. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas Tech's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
It's complete to the left. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB.
Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah. Back in the offense coming onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. To the air on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Swings it out to the flat. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's fourth down. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Weeks. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle, it's Hernandez.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looking left. He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
He'll keep it himself, and he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Proctor. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Then they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it on the right. He races all the way down to the 11-yard line before they finally get him out of bounds. Trying the left side. Can't get him to the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Quickly complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Pulls and fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he got loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The hand to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The give from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Utes in the hurry up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, third down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This will be huge right before the half.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Takes it the other way.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. A quick pass to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll try to convert on fourth and long after giving up that big sack. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, going to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop. Defense to turn it over on downs.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your deep.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Utes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. The give on the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. To the air, it's Weeks. Right on the money. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for a big gain. He holds it in, and nobody's close. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The toss to the right. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And as the 1st half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City.
He'll put toe to leather and get this 2nd half started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't.
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down to the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Weeks. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in a hurry-up. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here. He's loose, and they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Utes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball.
There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Firing to the right, complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Utah! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Florida is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Gainesville.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Fakes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Weeks. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Bunch formation for these receivers.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because
there he goes. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Offense changing the play. They'll try to get outside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. They're working that left side. Open space at the 25. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Unloads quickly. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll do it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the
touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
38, Utah, 20.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what...
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, they're after him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking for a man. It's Weeks. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit, because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
He's going for a big play downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the route is on. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason. Thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Utes will have it 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Utes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. To the air, it's Weeks. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Gets open down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Might be calling a hot route. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Catch in the middle. It's Hernandez. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Here's a heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Trying play action. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on. Intercepted to stop the threat. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. And now this offense will take the field again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Offense gets set for second down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. The ball is out behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
The Red Raiders want to move quickly. If there's time to pad the stats. They get to him as he throws. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way